aka Agent M. We're excited because, oh my gosh, Marvel's Daredevil Season 3 is coming in 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks!
Less than 2 weeks!
So good.
October 19th.
Yes.
Everybody.
Before we let these wonderful people go, we want to do a quick little Q&A with them to talk about the show. Jamie, would you like to start?
I would love to. First, we're going to start off with our showrunner, Erik Olson. I'm going to stand on this side so we don't get feedback. Erik, so nice to see you. Let's dive right into this. Fight scenes. We watched Daredevil for the fight scenes. What are you excited about when it comes to Daredevil fights this season?
Did anybody here like the hallway fight scene in season 1? We top it.
That's a lofty goal, and I have a feeling you guys are going to be impressed.
Mr. Loeb, head of Marvel Television. Give it up for Jeff. Journey's been amazing. We see that, Matt and Karen and Foggy, they're split up by the time the season starts. What was it like for you and the creative team to delve into the story of this season through their different roles, their different paths?
That would take about a half hour. But at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is this extraordinary cast, particularly the cast that's been with us since day one, which is our very own Eldon, who plays Foggy, and Deb, who plays Karen, and of course Charlie Cox, who's our team leader, and Matt Murdock. What's great about this cast and what's great about the story this season is the cast loves each other. The crew works really, really hard alongside of them. And then Erik and the team of writers have put together an amazing story. So thank you all. I mean, I tell this to everybody. We can't do what we do unless you guys do what you do. And so really the thanks is to you, the fans.
Royce Johnson plays Detective Mahoney.
Hey guys, what's up?
So nice to have you here. You obviously go way back with the
Season
Daredevil
1.
crew. Season 1.
Beat cop, detective sergeant now.
So, what do you think, your character, what do you think Mahoney feels about Daredevil as a vigilante versus, law enforcement, real law enforcement like cops?
I think he helps us out. I think he's a good guy. It's just that he needs me to turn these guys in. Walking into a police station with a costume on, I mean, that's kind of...
I feel like you always make the same face, like, what do you need now?
That's friends, right?
It's friends.
We take care of them.
I love it. I love it. And it's such a long-standing relationship, and it just keeps going.
Heck yeah. Charlie, of course, we know that Matt's been through a whole lot, and even the trailer and everything we've seen, it seems like it's been a rough go of it. How is he going to be holding up this season?
Yeah, he's taken a beating over the last couple of seasons, and in season 3 we meet him kind of rock bottom all over again. Which was, a really fun journey for Erik and us all to tell the story of, Matt's kind of convalescence and his rebuilding, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
So, Jay Ali, new character this season, Agent Nadine.
Hello, hello.
Hello, welcome to this amazing cast. You did an amazing job this season. Talk about your character making seemingly a deal with Wilson Fisk in the trailer. Can you give us any hints about this dynamic? What can people expect?
Well, how can I say no to that face, huh? Let's just say that he makes a deal with me, which I can't refuse. He needs me as much as I need him. And we'll see where that takes us. It's Wilson Fisk. I mean, I'm sure he did it out of the goodness of his heart.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it's going to turn out great for everyone.
It's going to be just fine. It's Wilson Fisk. I mean, he's changed. He's a changed man, everyone.
Turns a new leaf.
We see Wilson wearing a very iconic white suit. For comic book fans, it means so much to us.
Yeah, so it's the idea of that Wilson Fisk is making a change, and he's evolving into the Kingpin in ways that you guys aren't going to know until you watch the series. But it's some pretty complex stuff.
So Joanne Wally, playing another new character this season, Sister Maggie. Welcome to you as well.
Hey.
So Sister Maggie, we see her attending to Matt following his injuries in Marvel's The Defenders. What does she make of Matt when she sees him?
Well, Matt and I go back. We have some history together from a while before, and I recognize who he is, and I see what state he's in, and obviously being a nun and a good person, is my first instinct is to help him. And then through the course of his recovery, we get into some of our relationship, and we kind of, our relationship evolves a little bit, shall I say. I can't say too much. It's so difficult to talk about it without saying anything. It's really hard.
I'm sure it's just another wonderful, heartwarming story.
It's actually really amazing. And the stuff with Charlie, the stuff that Charlie has, his soul searching, and it's just incredible stuff.
Of course, we've heard about Karen's past and so much. What can we expect from Karen's arc in this season?
Yeah, you're going to learn a lot more about Karen Page. Hopefully not everything. Hopefully we'll keep some mystery in case we get to do this again ever. But it was a blast to shoot it. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. Erik and the writers came up with some amazing stuff, and I had the privilege of enacting it.
So another new cast member, Wilson Bethel, playing an FBI agent. But tell us a little bit about your character. He's very skilled. Would you say that your character is the kind of guy who can really get a job done if called upon?
Yeah, sure. Like, you know, an office job if somebody needs to refill the water cooler, or like, you know.
Times since you've been in an office.
Yeah, exactly.
No water.
I don't know. Yeah, look, I play FBI agent Benjamin Poindexter, which might mean something to Daredevil fans. Look, he's an incredibly talented FBI agent, sniper, and unfortunately he's got a few screws mildly loose in his noggin, and he falls a little close into the orbit of Wilson Fisk, and some goes down.
I'm sure you're just going to have coffee or something.
That's it,
It'll
for
be
sure.
fine.
Yeah.
That is the perfect Marvel answer.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Good job.
Eldon, of course, you know, we see Foggy. He's a big-time, you know, high-priced lawyer now. Nothing could go wrong, right? Season 3 is going to be a smooth ride for Foggy. What's up with Foggy this season? What's going on with Foggy this season?
Well, there's some new stuff, and then, you know, some just general round-headed awesomeness. We get to get deeper into Foggy's backstory and meet some of his family, and yeah, Foggy's just really trying to find his footing outside of, you know, being with Matt.
Awesome. I would love to hear from each of you down the line your favorite moments of putting together the season. Maybe we'll start over here with you, Jeff.
It's on? I'm a sucker for a Karen story, so anytime I can find out a little bit more about what's happening to Karen Page, that's where I want to be.
What was the question? Favorite moments filming the season. You know, what was really fun for me was with the introduction of Sister Maggie. The dynamic, the relationship that Matthew forms with Sister Maggie is kind of, we get to see a new side of him. We need to see a new vulnerability. He's kind of opened up to a different aspect of his personality, and so to be able to do that and have that in a third season was really rewarding. Working with Joanne was just such an honor. I've been a huge fan of hers my whole career, so to get to have some really well-written, fantastic, intimate scenes with her was a highlight for me.
Deb and I get to do a scene, and that was thrilling for me because she's such an incredible actress, and I just adore working with her. And then I got to work with Jay Ali and Wilson Bethel. We did a lot of scenes together, and the story has a lot to do with me going into their lives, as you just heard them say. And so to work with these two actors was thrilling because they're both so good at what they do, and they may be a little green, but they're lovely all the same. And those were my two favorite parts, Deb and them.
It was snowing outside crazy hard. Like you couldn't even see like more than 5 feet in front of you. And I came inside and I went through hair and makeup and I got changed and I walked into this amazing set and this huge man in a white suit walked through the door and I said, ooh, this is gonna be fun.
I would say my favorite moments were, it wasn't me personally, it was a guy who has a similar chin to mine. But I got to witness this amazing fight scene. Actually, a couple of them with this guy fighting Charlie, and it was some pretty epic stuff going on. So I think you guys will dig it. And this guy's got he's got an interesting chin. Looks
I suppose for me, my favorite thing was the fight scene that I had with Wilson Fisk, and I won. That was the best.
Just being able to be part of this project was amazing, and working with such amazing, iconic people who you've loved and admired your whole life. And I guess I'm one of the very fortunate ones in this season that gets to work with everyone. I mean, Eldon and Vincent have never worked together after 3 years. I don't know why they're keeping them apart. But I'm very, very fortunate to have worked with everyone, so I feel like I'm the luckiest man alive.
My favorite is just the cast. It's a great cast. We're like family. I mean, when we're laughing and joking, we're really laughing and joking. I mean, a couple takes that go bad, they go bad because we're having so much fun up here. But a scene with Eldon is always fun because of the history. We go back so far. You know, my first day here, it was our scene, and the last day is still with Eldon. So that's my best part, just working with Eldon the most. Yeah.
The chance for me, the chance to work with people who are unbelievably good at what they do, and to look myself in the mirror and say, oh my God, I actually get to be a part of this group. And probably the most memorable moment was after I met with Jeff and pitched Jeff and talked about story, the call that I got when he said 3 magic words, welcome to Marvel.
That is wonderful. Please, everybody, give it up for the cast and crew of Marvel's Daredevil Season 3, coming exclusively to Netflix October 19th.